welcome back to the channel. Me and Hunter's excited tonight, aren't we, guys?
Oh yeah.
Aren't we, guys? Aren't we, Hunter? Because we were thinking when we get this motor going, there's one thing we have to do is make this bracket,
which we've talked about before.
Yeah, that goes underneath that holds the springs in place, because one of them's missing. So we're gonna have to make that and get it put on before we can, and then we're gonna start buttoning all this up and see how we done.
So and we got our table out with all of our
what we're
metalworking
make
stuff.
This,
the bracket.
This one bracket. So we're going to use.
What size of steel are we using?
Well, what size is this? 1/4 inch? It's the same thickness as the ones.
Yeah, we made sure of that.
Yeah, they were homemade, I believe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make one so we can
at least get where we can move the car.
Yeah, because we might end up going back to the stock ones,
rod height.
because they got this thing where it's
which it does look good.
It will be jacked up. So if we go back to stock, we'll level it out.
But we might leave it. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We'll have to see once we set it down and get the motor going and see what it looks like.
And we hit 500 subscribers.
Yes, we got 500, guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep growing it, guys. Let's build some cool cars and take these things and drag race them. Nah, I don't know if I can do that, but we could have some fun in it though, guys, because our quarters are coming along.
Yeah, it's looking good.
We'll be doing this one next. We got our metal benders so we can make some pieces for the rear end. We're ready to go now.
So let's get to work.
Well, that thing's hot. But what we're having is this thing does not want to cut through this big thick steel. So I'm going to try the grinder for a little bit and see if I can score it first, and then go back and try to cut it a little more, because this, for some reason, this stuff is tough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why we're using it on what we're using it for. So we'll see how the grinder does. Alright guys, we're going to have to do like we done last time and cut this with a jigsaw. This blade won't even cut through that steel.
Like it got almost through it.
Yeah, let's see.
It's too hot to grab.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. I can feel the heat off of it.
Yeah, that thing's really hot. But that's as far as that thing would cut through. I got 2 more blades over there,
but it started bouncing real. It looked real scary.
Yeah, so
like,
we'll do a jigsaw like we done last time. It wasn't too bad.
so we have to get a blade for it, because we don't have any.
Steel blades, and we'll cut it.
You know, they have those titanium blades.
Yeah.
So
that would probably work really
I wonder
well.
if a diamond blade would cut through it, or is that more ceramic?
I think that's more ceramic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what we're gonna do, we might roll the Nova out a little bit and get it ready for us to start putting these parts together. Just roll it out just a little bit.
Maybe a foot.
About a foot or 2.
Give us room on the other side.
Yeah, because we need it to get over there, and then we can mock this thing up real quick and see how it looks.
We might mock it up, or we might do a little more welding or painting. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We do need to get back on this American flag a little
Yeah,
bit.
I mean, we need to.
Just so we can finish it. Like our flag, we're not going to take all the way down. It's going to look cool when we're done.
Yeah.
But so we'll probably jump on that a little bit, and then move the Nova out a little bit so we can get ready to mock it. So I got to get some stuff down. Ah!
I'm getting this thing moved.
Yeah, let's move it over a little bit. I'd say let's just move it to where the nose almost with that drain.
That's what I was thinking.
You think? Is that what you is?
Yep.
We're on the same page here?
Same page.
Chapter 12, page 169.
See?
Right there. That should work. Man, that's so awesome to be able to move a car like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Lock that down. Yeah, now we can get over here and
Let's get to work. Got my icon set right here. We're going to be taking this bracket off. So, because we're going to lock up the carburetor and everything just to see how everything fits in.
yeah, we gotta
So,
make sure.
we got a big carburetor.
And we gotta make sure every bolt, like
Yeah.
we're gonna mock it up so we can see the bolts that we need.
And we'll see how high the carburetor. I don't think it'll come up high enough, like to mess with the hood.
Yeah.
But we just want to see.
Just to make sure.
But we're not throwing the hood on.
No, because I gotta find all this hardware for that, don't
And
I?
it needs a lot of body work before we even touch it.
Yeah, I don't want to get it out of there until we. So Hunter's sitting here doing it, getting this stuff undone. Man, I tell you what, that thing, this engine is pretty.
Yeah, I love it.
Those icons are nice too. Look at this thing. We got to get all the hoses next and stuff like that. But Hunter's getting this took apart. Man, I've got a lot of money in those things, don't we?
Yeah. Got a lot of washers on here.
Yeah, because it was the bolts were a little long, so
It worked.
It worked. That's the way we did it. We lifted a motor with it.
There we go.
Look at that, boys. So I think Hunter's going to tape
We're going to tape it up.
it up so no junk falls in
Because we
it.
haven't even cleaned the carburetor yet, so we don't want to take a chance of nastiness getting in our motor.
No, we're trying to keep this thing clean as a whistle until we start this thing.
So we're going to get it taped up and throw the carburetor on there. So let's
Yep.
do it.
This is awesome, ain't it?
I'm so excited to see it on there.
Me too. Makes me very happy. If I can line it up. Oh, there it is. Oh, man.
That thing's huge. Does that run into our alternator?
No.
Okay.
Well, mine.
We'll have to see. We can adjust all that though.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
This is the right way, yep.
Yeah, that's the right way.
Oh,
That looks good.
love it. We'll go ahead and just put these on it just so I can keep up with them.
Yeah, so you don't lose. She already dropped them once. So you don't want to lose
Yeah,
them.
you know me, I drop things sometimes. Boy, that looks so good. I like these now instead of using
Just the bolt.
just the bolts. I think I might like these a little bit better.
They were highly reviewed, like really good. So
So that's the reason we went with them. I'm not even gonna put them all the way down.
no, because I mean this is just for test. We're not starting at anything yet.
No, not
This is just
yet.
giving the visual.
We're trying to figure out what we've got to do.
Yeah.
And what we've learned from other guys is it's sometimes best just to mock it up.
And it don't matter if you take it apart 5 times, as long as it lets you know what you need and then what you don't need.
Yeah, and I think I took that one all the way. But what do you think that looks like?
That looks so good.
We might have to just,
You didn't get the shorter pieces for that fuel line.
yeah, we could turn that to get it out of the way, though, out of the alternator.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be an alternator.
I don't
would
think
it?
the alternator will go that far back. But let's move on to the next thing.
But look, come here a minute. But I absolutely love these.
Oh, yeah.
We'll clean that up, get it looking good. But look at that, man.
So let's
This
move on to the
motor-
next thing.
Okay.
You know why?
Because you're getting me excited.
Yep.
All right, guys. We might have went a little overboard because we got this put in here, and
And it's sitting pretty high.
it's sitting pretty high. Don't know exactly where
The hood might clear it, but then again, it might not.
Yeah, because I don't know how it's going to clear here and here. We might have to get a cow induction.
Tell them our
hood.
plan what we're going to do to figure out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get the other fender down, put it on, go ahead and put this radiator support in so it holds it right, and then we'll run a string across to there
And then
from fender to fender.
And run
then
a string over
run
there.
a string across the hood and measure what it is in the center and see
if we have clearance.
if we have clearance.
And if it's like close, we'll have to get a different one anyways.
Yeah, I mean, because we don't want it touching. But that looks big. Come up here and get a glimpse of this, how this thing's going to look.
That thing looks mean.
This is looking good, dude. We're building our first second hot rod.
Well, first hot rod.
Yeah, first hot. Well, the Mustang become pretty. It's got some power.
Yeah, but I would classify this as a full hot rod.
Yeah, full hot rod, headers and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our first hot rod. So it's going to be cool.
So let's get that fender.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Hunter's got me a 9/16, so I tighten this thing up. Uh-oh, it's starting to look a little bit like a
car.
Isn't that crazy?
It looks weird with that fender on because we haven't saw it on there since we bought it.
No, we haven't. This thing was not on the car when we bought it, was it?
Oh, that side was.
This side was? Or that side was?
I can't remember. I know it's this side on. That side hasn't been on. Well, it might be the other way. I don't remember, but one of them's been off.
And I like to get this thing off because we're tucking that bumper.
Yeah, get rid of that ugly piece.
Yeah. We don't understand that. That's a long boat.
Man, look at that. This view right here is so cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to fit?
It'll be close.
Your honest opinion?
I think it might fit. But I'd prefer to get an aftermarket hood.
Yeah, me too. All right. Here we go. Let's try to get this. Hunter, you might have to help me tuck this bad, boys.
Oh, Lord.
You know what we might have to do?
Take the fenders off.
At least loosen them so we can lift it up. Lift them up a little bit.
All right. Let's set up a time lapse while we do this.
Hold on. Or I can do this. And this one I can loosen. That one I don't have to.
You want to set up a time lapse or no?
Yeah, we can.
Getting the radiator mocked in, aren't we?
Yeah. Make sure it works. Make sure we... Is this the right radiator?
Yeah, that's right here. I don't know if it was in the trunk.
I don't think this is the radiator.
So it's just a different one in the trunk.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're going to have to find...
At least we know we got to get a radiator.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that one was pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll do with this.
We'll
Anybody
keep
need a radiator?
keep it for something maybe.
Yeah. All right, guys. After the radiator incident, we know we got to get one. So what we're going to do is probably measure this and see what size radiator we need, because I think it's perfect. I think this motor fits perfect.
Let me step over here so you get the whole front view of the car.
Yeah. So,
Oh my gosh.
Do you think that's going to need the cow induction hood? Because I'm pretty sure it.
I think it might need it. It'll be close, but it probably will need it.
Because if you look from here straight across, right here
Yeah.
is right with this.
Which that will go down a little bit when we put the nut on it. A little bit. No,
That's
it won't.
it.
That's it. So
I'm pretty sure, we'll pull a string here in a second, but I'm pretty sure it lines up with this. So we'll at least have to have a 2-inch.
and that's on a 2-inch lift in the hood.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Well, as soon as we pull a string, we'll know for sure. Because if it even gets near this from here, you have to have the hood.
So let's pull a string.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Well, we pulled a string, and it's looking like that we might have to get
A cow induction hood.
Because I mean, it whenever we got it there, it's like down here. It's gonna be.
There might be a quarter, not even a quarter.
It might be like that.
A 1/16 of an inch.
But by the time you put the bolt on here,
It won't.
I mean,
I like a cow induction
we
hood,
could go smaller.
but I love that
But
big breather.
I like that. Give it all the air it can get. But I mean, that's the reason we put this together.
To know where we gotta
to
go.
know what we got to do, because we figured out we got to get a radiator now.
Yep.
So
we're adding our list up of what we need.
Yeah.
Because there's this person we might get parts from we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So it might work out, but gosh, it's looking like a car again, dude.
I'm excited.
Get back here and look at this thing. That motor looks sick sitting in this thing.
It does.
Yeah, don't that look bad? Guys, so I mean, tell us what we should do. Should we find a cow induction? Should we cut a hoe and antler just to get a thing come out the... What do you call those? Like a blower?
Oh, no. It'd be a fake one. I don't want that.
It'd be a fake one. But so what we might have to do is change this nipple right here to 90.
To a straight, not a sharp 90, because there's a 90 on it.
No,
is that a 45?
That's a 40. That's probably a 45. So we got to get a 90 to go there, so we can clear the alternator. And dude, it's coming together. I love this view of it. It looks like a muscle car now. I mean, like, you know, guys.
It looks good.
It looks great. Let's get back to work. All right, guys, we're back. We had to pick up a few things, which we just decided to go ahead and get some Street Fire.
Street Fire, an MSD brand.
An MSD brand. So we got that. So that's going to give this thing about 5,000 more horsepower with that Street Fire. But we found out what we're going to do to miss this alternator is we bought us a spacer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it off real quick because I'm not enclosed to work in. So I'm wearing my Hey Dudes and stuff. But we're going to pull that carburetor off and put our spacer on just to see if it misses it. Because, I mean...
I'm excited. I want to see it.
Yeah. Plus, we're going to raise it up. And what does that do?
More horsepower.
More horsepower. All right.
We're changing the studs. You can tell how much different they are.
Yeah, they're a lot longer.
Which it came with the spacer, which is good.
Which I'm happy because I didn't...
And it came with 2 gaskets.
Two gaskets. We're going to leave this old one on here.
Just for now, because there's no point to throw the new one on till we're ready to
we're going to like totally
put it on.
Leave it.
So once we get this on here, we're going to throw the carburetor on there.
Ooh.
Time to put the carburetor back on. See how it's going to look.
We're not going to put the gasket on it. Oh my goodness. I think that will make us miss it.
Now put the breather on there.
Now we most definitely are going to have a cow induction hose.
Yeah, because let me line it up with the Fender. Oh my gosh. If you look at this, it's crazy.
Do it again. Folks, we're going to have to... Yep, that'd be sticking out of the hood.
Yep.
But it saves us with the alternator, I believe.
So that's good.
All right, guys. Well, we got it on there, and the alternator, it just goes to the top of it. So we done it. That spacer helped. But look how high that thing is.
It's high.
But guys, we're the day and time we're in, guys. Please just make sure you keep your thoughts on the families of the soldiers that lost their life in Afghanistan. Just keep them in your heart, man. Wish them well. I mean, the families, and hope they get through it easy. Because you know how hard that is. That's just hard losing your loved ones. It's terrible. And those guys fight for our country, our freedom, so we can do stuff like this right here. And I mean, I respect them 100%. Like, I 100% respect their soldiers. So guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell down there. See you later.
Peace.